Did you know there is a rumor that the Vatican keeps a secret file on every confession ever made? It sounds like something straight out of a Don Brown novel, right? But let's dive into the whispers and see where they come from. It all starts with something called the 1917 Code of Canon Law. This was a massive legal document that organized centuries of church law into one book. Buried deep within its rules and regulations are strict instructions about the seal of the confessional. This seal is an absolute, unbreakable vow of secrecy. A priest cannot reveal what is said in confession for any reason, ever. Breaking it means automatic excommunication. So, on one hand, the church itself created the ultimate rule of secrecy. But here's where the story takes a turn. The theory goes that while priests are sworn to secrecy, the Vatican itself might have a loophole. The idea is that a central archive could exist, not to blackmail people, but as a kind of spiritual record, a historical ledger of humanity's sins and virtues. This is where the Apostolic Penitentiary comes in. This is a real and very old department in the Vatican. It is one of the 3 tribunals of the Roman Curia and deals with the most sensitive matters of conscience, things so serious that a regular priest can't absolve them. Think of it as the spiritual Supreme Court. Its archives are famously secret, more secret than even the main Vatican secret archives, which are now called the Vatican Apostolic Archive. For centuries, access to the Apostolic Penitentiary's records has been restricted for 75 years, and event in only 2 qualified scholars. What's inside? Mostly records of dispensations, absolutions for grave sins, and complex moral questions sent from bishops all over the world. But the conspiracy theory asks, what else is in there? Is it just bureaucratic paperwork? Or could there be more? The Vatican insists these records are anonymized and deal with legal cases, not personal confessions. But the mystique surrounding this place is undeniable. Imagine a vast, underground vault stretching beneath the Vatican, filled with shelves of ancient, leather-bound books and documents, holding the deepest secrets of popes, kings, and commoners alike for hundreds of years. The sheer atmosphere of secrecy is what fuels the fire. The theory suggests that a summary of particularly interesting confessions might have been recorded and sent up the chain of command, eventually landing in a special section of this ultra-secret archive. Not the full, detailed confession, but maybe a coded summary. Why? Perhaps for historical analysis, to understand spiritual trends, or to identify potential threats to the church. It's a chilling thought, isn't it? The idea that your most private admissions might not just be between you, a priest, and God, but also on a slip of paper in a file deep beneath Rome. The church's official stance is a firm and absolute no. They maintain the seal of the confessional is inviolable. Full stop. There are no loopholes, no secret archives of sins. But that hasn't stopped people from wondering. And this brings us to the most cinematic part of the story. The 1981 burglary. On a quiet night in Rome, a highly sophisticated team of thieves allegedly broke into a secure Vatican facility. The target wasn't gold or priceless art. According to the rumors, the target was information. The story goes that they bypassed state-of-the-art security systems, which is already a huge feat within Vatican City, one of the most secure places on Earth. They didn't leave a trace, a fingerprint, or a broken lock. It was as if they were ghosts. The official report, if one even exists publicly, is silent. The incident was never widely publicized, which, for conspiracy theorists, is proof in itself. A major security breach at the Vatican that doesn't make headlines. That seems suspicious. So what did they supposedly steal? Not bulky files or ancient books. The prize was said to be a collection of microfilm reels. Microfilm, for those who might not know, was the high-tech data storage of the era. You could fit thousands of pages of documents onto a single tiny reel. It was the perfect way to discreetly store and transport a massive amount of sensitive information. The theory claims these specific reels contain the Black Vatican Archive, the alleged collection of confessions from powerful and influential people throughout history. Political leaders, celebrities, rival clerics, scientists, anyone whose secrets could be valuable. Who would want this information? The list of potential suspects is as long as your imagination. Was it a foreign intelligence agency like the CIA or the KGB? Desperate for leverage during the Cold War? The Vatican was a major player in global politics, especially with the Polish Pope during a time of tension with the Soviet Union. Was it an internal faction within the Vatican itself? A group of cardinals vying for power, wanting to ensure their candidate would be the next pope? Or maybe it was a secret society, like the Freemasons, or another shadowy group, looking to expose or control the church. The possibilities are endless, and each one is more intriguing than the last. The case was never solved. The microfilm reels, if they ever existed, vanished without a trace. The Vatican has never officially confirmed that such a burglary even took place, and that silence is what makes the story so powerful and enduring. If there's nothing to hide, why the secrecy? Why not just say, yes, we were robbed. They took some administrative files, and we've improved our security. Their silence is interpreted by many as a quiet confirmation that something incredibly valuable was lost that night. Something they don't want the world to know about. Now, let's be clear. There is no hard evidence to support this grand theory. It has a compelling narrative woven together from different threads. The real secrecy of the Apostolic Penitentiary, the known political influence of the Vatican during the Cold War, and the tantalizing, unconfirmed story of a perfect crime. It's a classic conspiracy theory structure. It takes a few known facts, adds some speculation, and fills in the gaps with a dramatic story. The 1917 Code of Canon Law is real. The Apostolic Penitentiary and its secret archives are real. But the connection between them, the idea of a secret confession file, and the 1981 microfilm heist that remains in the realm of speculation. So, what do we make of it all? Is it a work of fiction? A modern myth for a world that loves secrets and conspiracies? Or is there a kernel of truth hidden beneath the layers of rumor? Perhaps the truth is less dramatic. Maybe the stolen microfilm contained financial records, diplomatic correspondency, or research on sensitive internal church matters. Still damaging, but not quite the bombshell of a global confession database. Or maybe the burglary never happened at all, and it's just a story that grew over time. But the legend of the Black Vatican and its secret files persists because it speaks to a deep-seated curiosity about power, secrecy, and what goes on behind the most heavily guarded walls in the world. It's a reminder that some institutions hold secrets we may never fully understand. The story serves as a fascinating case study in how narratives are built around secretive organizations. The Vatican, with its millennia of history, its immense wealth, and its spiritual authority, is the perfect subject for such tales. The combination of ancient tradition and modern espionage creates an irresistible story. Whether you believe it or not, the tale of the secret confession archive, the underground vaults, and the phantom thieves of 1981 is a gripping mystery that continues to capture the imagination. It makes you wonder what other secrets might be hidden away, waiting for the right person or the right story to bring them to light. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoy diving into mysteries like this, be sure to subscribe for more.